Welcome to Kingdom Nation. I'm your host, Dr. Letitia Roberts. Tonight we have an interesting and fun show for you tonight, but it's really going to be serious because we're dealing with a topic that everybody, since they're talking about change and New Year's resolutions, and that is understanding your value. Listen, let me introduce my co-host, none other than the Apostle Tanya Stewart. Yay!
Hello, my sister.
Hello, my sister. How art thou?
Oh, so privileged to be here on Kingdom Nation.
Nation 2018, 2018, 2018. We're doing it in 2018. God is awesome. Listen, we're going to talk about tonight understanding your value or your worth.
Yeah.
And now there is a worldly song, and for my folks that ain't saved, there's a worldly song, I think it's by Fifth Nation, Fifth somebody, called Worth It. I remember hearing it on a commercial. But listen, we're talking about something deeper than what she's even singing about.
Yeah.
Because if they really listen to the words, she's saying you're worth it, but God is saying you're worth more than that.
Yeah.
So how can we get that understanding? Because we can hear the words, but if there's no understanding, they are just words in your ear.
That is so true, my sister, because we got to understand as children of God, we are worth it. In other words, we must understand our value.
Yes.
And understand that we are wonderfully made beautiful inside out.
Now, wait a minute, because we always hear that on Women's Day. Is that just for women?
No, that is for men, too. That is for any child of God.
Any child of God. We're all created wonderful.
Yes,
If you think about how many veins and nerves and things, there's something in the body called the Bowman's capsule. And it actually, once they uncoiled it, it was almost 100 feet, something wrapped up in our bodies. And so God made us very intricately. He took his time and made us. And watch this, and because we women, he took even more time. You ain't saying nothing.
Shaped us just right.
Watch this. Come on. She said shaped us just right. Hello, because you know we got the hips and everything to go with it. Hello. So listen, we need to understand it's not all about the hips, the shapes, the lips, but that we're valued on the inside.
Yes.
Let me throw this at you. I found this. I thought this was so good. The word worth.
Yes.
Let me define it for everybody that's watching. It says good or important enough. And then it says to justify its excellence of character. Quality as commanding, esteem. Because of who you are. You ain't saying that. You should command esteem. First of all, it needs to start with your own self.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
How do we value ourselves?
Ourselves, right.
How do we treat ourselves?
Come on now.
Are we loving ourselves?
Because watch this, you're going to let people treat you the way, almost the way you treat, worse than the way you treat yourself. And when we have issues and unresolved things in our lives, that's a good word, unresolved, then a lot of times we allow people to treat us worse than what we want to be treated because of the guilt. And we talked about that earlier today.
The lack of value.
Come on.
Because of issues of undealt issues from the past that make you feel less than, that you're embarrassed, that you're unworthy to be treated as a queen. But that's what's wrong. We are worth it.
We are worth it.
We are valuable. And it reminds me of a commercial or someone that told a story about a joke. When you look at the fancy cars like Jaguars or Mercedes, they don't do a lot of advertising, do they? And so when you
know where she's going, come on.
You don't have to advertise. You just be who you are.
Now that was the word, just be, because a lot of times we're not being. We're, as we talked about in one of the previous shows, we have a mask. So we don't know who we are under the mask. You ain't saying that. So when you be, you just be who you are. I can't be you. You can't be me. Watch this. You can't be your friends, anybody else. You have to be who God has called you to be and be what you were created to be. But because we don't know who we are and our worth level is so low, we cannot walk into those things that God has called us to be.
But in 2018,
come on, talk about it.
There is a new turning point.
Come on.
Who say, I'm not settling for less. I am worth it. You got to go with the I am that's in us. In other words, we have the confidence and the assurance and the bodaciousness to say, I am who God says I am.
She said bodaciousness. Come on now.
So in 2018, we got to know who we are, whose we are, so that we value what God has done on the inside of us, because that's very important. And as you have spoken, if you don't have self-worth, worth, then you kicked around like some trash.
Watch this. You kick your own self around.
Woo! Because
you play. Well, watch this. You play your own self. Woo. Because you're guilty and you feel it all on the inside, and you want somebody. You almost want somebody to treat you the way you feel. And so you allow other things to come upon you and allow people to treat you any kind of way, talk to you any kind of way. And now that's the popular thing is letting people call you out your name. Hold on. Let me have a moment. Because we didn't play that. No. It's not cute. Let me tell my ladies out there, it's not cute. It's not funny. And I know they say it all the time on the rap songs, on the videos, on this. But you have to understand, if you answer to that name,
then you become.
Hello. Watch this. That's why we don't answer to names like that. My mother didn't name me that. Watch this. And furthermore, God didn't name you that. Because if you can't find your self-worth, at least understand who God created you to be. And then that'll help undergird your self-worth and bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring it out. So when we bring it out, who are we bringing out? Do we know our gifts and talents? Do we know who we are?
I'm answering for them.
And that's the problem. See, when we know who we are, what God created us to be, what are your gifts and talents, then you can start moving in that direction. The reason why some women and even some men respond to those names that are negative, because they don't understand their value. They don't know who they are. But in 2018, the people, regardless if you save or not save, we got to know who we are.
We have to know who we are. So, in other words, there's an identity crisis going on. There's an identity crisis going on. Listen, you watch this. You hanging with people, they don't understand your value. You don't understand your value. And watch this. For those that are not going to church, you're not going to church to really find out who God has really called you to be. So you're around people who's disrespecting you. You disrespecting yourself. So all you can get from that is disrespect. But now you got to change. This is 2018. We're changing everything around us. We're changing our mindset. And it first starts, well, not first, but one of the things we have to do is understand our worth. Listen, hold that thought. I got to go pay some bills. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Kingdom Nation. I'm your host, Dr. Letitia Roberts. We are having an awesome time talking about understanding your value, in parentheses, your worth.
Yes.
Because that's what it really means, understanding your worth. Before we went to break, we were getting ready to jump into something, but I want to go back to the definition of worth again. Because it's so good. It says, good or important enough as to the word to a person or for a purpose. In other words, I was created for a purpose because I'm good enough. Before I was born, I was good enough. You ain't saying that. First of all, let's back up. God doesn't make junk.
No, he does not.
So no matter what you were told when you were a little kid, no matter what they said to you, no matter how they treated you, no matter how they played you to the left, you are good enough.
Yes.
Come on now, because I run into a lot of people and I talk to a lot of people, and we both mentor and counsel a lot of people where they don't think they're good enough, or because of their issues in their past, they don't think God will even accept them.
Yes.
So let's unfortunately we got to go back to forgiveness. Yes. Sometimes we got to forgive ourselves and forgive people. Yes. And then understanding who you are.
Yes.
I'm good enough.
Yes.
And that's a lot. That says a lot, because you have your parents telling you not good enough, and you go to school and they say you're not good enough, and your friends play you to the left because you're not good enough, or you don't have the nicest thing. So it's a whole plethora of things saying you're not good enough, but you still have to have that inner determination that you are.
Yes. We think about David.
Come on.
When he encouraged himself, the Lord, when everybody else was having
and the song says sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Listen, you sometimes, she said it, and she's taking us off our nose, but watch this. Sometimes you cannot wait on somebody else to encourage you.
You got to look in the mirror and say, I look good because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Therefore, therefore, you're encouraging yourself that you are a winner. You have to speak life
to your own self. Hello, to your own soul. Hello, have you ever seen people when they walk into a room, it's like they command, everybody's attention. They command the room just by the way they walk in. They're walking in confidence. We have to do the same thing.
Yes.
But the problem is when you don't know who you are, you don't have that confidence. When you don't understand your value and your worth, you let anybody come into your life. And when you walk into a room and nobody notices, unless they're ridiculing you. Come on.
And that's what we need to change in 2018. That when we walk in a room, we walk with our head up. We look at people with eye contact.
Now, I don't know who's saying this, but I hear somebody saying, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know. I don't have this and I don't have this. Watch this. It's not about your materialistic things. We're dealing with what's on the inside of you.
Yes.
And what's on the inside needs to come out. Watch this. It's never been about your clothes.
No.
It's never been about your shoes. It's never been about your hair. But who are you on the inside? And that makes a difference, because no matter how you dress this body up, if the inside is tore up, you still tore up from the floor up.
But you know what they used to tell me? That when you are special on the inside, you make the clothes look good.
Right. It's not the clothes that make the man. It's the man that makes the clothes. That's the old cliche.
Come on.
But watch this, and that goes for women too.
Yes.
But watch this. So we have to go inside and begin to take off all the layers of hurt, layers of pain, layers of disappointment, layers of unforgiveness, layers of anger and hatred and malice, and start pulling that stuff up and saying, and now let's get to the real you.
Come on now.
It's like, when you cutting up a cabbage, you don't get to the core until you've cut off so many layers of that cabbage. For my cooks out there, for so many layers before you get to that core, which is on the inside, which is very strong. The core of cabbage sort of hard. Watch this. So what's on the inside of you should be strong enough to handle anything that you're dealing with.
Because we're built for the assignment, right?
Wait a minute. What do our shirts say today? Our shirts say what? The heart of a warrior. Come on now. The heart of a warrior means I can take, I don't like everything that's coming towards me, but I can handle it.
Come on.
I can do all things through Christ. Am I in the book?
You
that strengthens me. So I didn't say I can handle it on my own.
No.
I can't do it.
No.
But if I have Christ in my life,
come on,
I can handle anything. And for those who are not saved, you need Christ in your life.
Yes.
He can make you an ex anything.
Come on now.
And he can strengthen you for whatever task or whatever the enemy throws at you. This is why some of you all are losing, because you don't have him in your life. Am I telling you the truth?
Yes.
You don't have a relationship with him. Even if you just start talking to him, Lord, I don't know what to do, but I want to talk to you.
Yes.
Listen, if you don't know what steps to do or what to do next, reach out to us. Talk to us, email us, hit us up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, or whatever, but get a message to us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, and we can talk about this, because we want you to walk into who you really are in 2018.
Yes.
It's time out for being nothing.
And unsatisfied. Because temporary things only bring temporary satisfaction.
Temporary, which means it's not going to last.
But when you enter in a relationship with Jesus
Come on.
he can satisfy those empty places.
Satisfy those cold and lonely nights. Hello, who am I talking to? Those nights when you crying on your pillow. Jesus will come in and rock you. You ain't saying nothing. And you will have one of the best sleeps you've ever had. Hello, I've been there. Hello, crying my eyes out. And Jesus came out and had one of the best sleeps I've ever had.
He is comforter.
He is a comforter. I don't care what you're dealing with, what you're going through. God is there for you, and he's there to make you better. Not bitter, but better. And I know we're hearing a lot of controversial things. God is not this, and God da. And it's amazing to me. Most of the people doing all the talking not really in church in the first place.
Oh my goodness.
And then for those that are, maybe you need to go back and reread what you thought you read. And really get an understanding and strengthen your relationship. Because anybody that tell you God can't, they don't know who God is. You ain't saying nothing.
They don't have
you call him Allah, you can call him Jehovah, you can call El Shaddai, whatever you want to call him, just call him. Hello. I felt something out there. Just call him. And he'll make everything that's on the inside of you that's not right, the way you've been feeling. I'm sure feeling somebody right now. The way you've been feeling and what you've been thinking, he'll change it.
He'll change it. He's in the changing business.
Yes, he is.
All we got to do is surrender to his will and cry out to him.
Now, once you discover and be honest with yourself that you are worth something, and that where you've been living is not the right place.
Come on.
You'll find out you've been living beneath your privileges. Because sometimes when your worth is not where it is, or when you don't think you're worth it, you live beneath that.
Yes.
So talk to me. Let's. How can we raise the bar?
Raise the bar.
Yeah,
Well, first of all, we got to admit that we're living beneath our privilege, and we're hanging out with people that are far more beneath who we are. Because they used to say, if you're the smartest one in your circle is too small.
Your circle too small. That's what they said.
Come on.
You need somebody that's going to pull
and
challenge you.
Yeah.
That's going to make you go home and read up on some stuff and study something and look up a word or something. What can we do? Because we're sitting there and we have now opportunities to read more and see more and do more. Get on the internet and read something other than Facebook, Twitter, and all that. Read. Go to dictionary.com or go somewhere. Listen, I'll be right back after this.
No matter where they are, the restless imagine being somewhere else. And when they get there, they do things most people can only imagine. That's why we made the all-new Jeep Cherokee with its exclusive Select Terrain system for class-leading capability for wherever you find yourself.
Tim and Charlie, 4th graders. Lazy 3rd graders. They even have those new easy open Go-Gurt tubes. We used to struggle for 20 minutes to open our Go-Gurt. We were on our own, and when we finally got those things open, we'd be overcome with a sense of accomplishment no 3rd grader today will ever know. Hi, guys. Get a job. You believe this guy? New Easy Open Go-Gurt. Kids never had it so easy.
Welcome back to Kingdom Nation. I'm your host, Dr. Latricia Roberts, here with my co-host, none other than the Apostle Tanya Stewart. Before we went to break, we were talking about raising the bar.
Yes.
So to elevate our esteem of our own self, elevate who we are. So what does that really look like? Because we tell people something, we need to make sure they understand.
When we talk about raise the bar, we got to see ourselves differently.
Come on now, come on.
And then we've got to take one day at a time to do something new, something different. If you don't like what you've been seeing in your life, then you have the ability to what?
Change. Come on.
Therefore, turn the page. If you used to go downtown, then why don't you go to South County?
Or Chesterfield somewhere. Yeah.
Why don't you start reaching out and doing something new? If you haven't been exercising, go to the gym. Meet some new people.
Right.
Change your surroundings.
Change your surroundings. Yeah, watch this. Even change your friends.
Yes.
You know, instead of going down Page, go down Huckleberry Street. I don't know, but I'm just saying sometimes we keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So sometimes just subtle changes in the beginning. Start off. Let's do something different. Change your hairstyle. Change your dress. Purpose in your mind to change something this week.
Different.
Do something different. Take a different way home. Go to a different store. If you go to the store of whatever street you're on, go to maybe it's further out of the way, but go.
Yes.
See something different. See something you haven't seen before, because a lot of times we get in a rut because we see the same things over and over again. And so you feel like there's nothing else. There's a whole world out there that you just haven't seen yet, even in your own area.
Yes.
Come on, so we have to change where we're going, what we're doing, change what we're listening to, what we're watching. And people don't understand they're in a vicious cycle, and you eventually have to break that cycle if you want something different. You said something about mindset. And so I even thought about that we have to let go of Egypt.
Yes.
In other words, we have to let go of that old mindset. This is 2018. We can't bring everything. We don't want to bring stuff from 2017.
No.
Because we're talking about change. We're talking about new. For those who saw the New Year's resolution show, you talked about things you wanted to change. We said make this a life change.
Right.
So here we go. What can you change today? What can you change right now?
Yes.
Stop being, I'm depressed. Well, because folks are depressed and they're taking all this medicine. Really, do you really need the medicine that you're taking?
Is it because of the mindset and how you see that medication?
Did you notice that uncomfortable pause?
Yes. Yes.
That pause is up because here it is. Now, watch this. If you're sick, or we're not saying that, but people are taking depressants, antidepressants. They're taking medicine for this. The medicine have side effects.
Yes, they do.
And if you're going to change, you got to think healthier. And healthy on the inside, watch this, spiritually and naturally so.
And make better choices.
Oh, what you say?
Smaller portions when we eat. There is a part for us to play in our change. Sometimes people just think.
You can't say that and then come on now. Yeah, come on. Because a lot of times we think we're going to give it up to God and he's going to do everything. God's not going to come down here and force you to do anything or take something out of your hand.
No.
You have a part that was so important. We have a part to play in our lives.
Yes.
Huh? So what are we waiting on people for?
Ooh.
If God has given you gifts, nurture and develop them yourself. There's enough information on the internet.
Oh, so much information.
If you want to learn how to sew, there are videos out there on YouTube. If you want to learn how to cook, there's videos out there on YouTube. My mom even has a cooking channel.
Yes,
a shameless plug for mother cooking, Mama Style. So just go out there on Facebook and find it. plug. But there are things, if you want to learn how to design, if you want, there's stuff out there that you can start doing something for you. What makes you happy? Yes. A lot of times I don't think we know what makes us happy anymore.
That's because we haven't got real with ourselves. Why not take yourself to a movie? Take yourself to dinner.
Right.
Take yourself out.
Because what's really going on is we're harboring so much hurt and pain from our past, from past relationships, from things they said to us on the job, they said to us at work, they said to us at church. You know, there's so much, and you don't know how to let go of that. You have to learn how to detox and get all that out. And the best thing you can do is give it over to Jesus. Well, what is he going to do? He's going to wipe it all away.
Yes.
Huh? He's going to take it all away.
Yes.
You got to give it to him.
Yes.
Watch this. This builds your self-worth. This builds your self-confidence. This builds your self-esteem.
And it lightens the load.
Oh, now that was something right there, because it does. It does. He is a heavy load bearer. You ain't saying nothing. When you want to cry and give up, he's telling you can make it.
Come on.
He's
now.
right there.
Yeah.
So watch this. We cannot keep going back to Egypt because he brought us out of Egypt.
Yes, he did.
And Egypt, for those who don't get it, the wording, it's bondage. It's coming out of the world. Yes. It's letting go of everything that the world has to offer that's bad for us, you know. So we have to consider things. And for those who's working through this, who haven't really given their heart to the Lord yet, listen, take it one day at a time.
Yes.
One step at a time.
Yes.
This week I'm going to work on this. And the key part is we got to be honest with ourselves.
And that sounds so simple, but yet...
Yeah.
Some people have been through so much.
So much. You're telling the truth.
They don't even understand the concept of being who they really are.
Yeah.
Because they have been called out by other names. They've been living a double lifestyle. They've been doing things according to their surroundings.
People. They've been helping other people. Yes. They've been raising the kids. They've been doing a whole lot.
For
working
everybody
2
else.
jobs. And so watch this. We feel you've done the 2-job thing. Been there, done that. But I'm here to tell you, and we're here to tell you that God can change it.
He can change it.
He can change it.
And for those who are in the kingdom, we got to say, let this mind
come on now
be in us.
Yeah.
That's also in Christ Jesus.
Come on.
In other words, we got to act like Christ. We got to act Christ.
But you know what? With everything that they're showing on TV about who Jesus was, who he was not, what he did and what he did not do, your best bet is to read the scriptures for yourself.
Yes.
Huh? It is to watch this. If you don't want to read them, they play them on audio now.
Yes.
Get the Bible and listen to a scripture a day.
Yes.
Or take that one scripture and listen to it for that whole week, and let it get in your spirit and work. Because what if you don't know Jesus? Because we're saying stuff for Christians, but watch this. The other side is everybody watching the show ain't saved.
That's right.
So we need you all to start understanding God can help you.
Yes, he's still
and he's
available, waiting. Waiting.
Yes, he is.
For anyone to call on him, because he said, "What? I never leave you or forsake you."
He said he'll never leave. Watch this, and we know people have walked off and left you. We know they've done stuff to you. They lied to you. They mistreated you. Watch this. They sexually abused you.
Yes.
You know, but watch this. God won't do none of that.
God still loves us.
Watch this, and I know you think, well, he's not here on earth, baby. He is here.
He is very present.
He's here. He's a very present help in the time of trouble. And watch this, and when there is no trouble, he's still here.
Yes,
hello, he's here. How do you get him? Just call on a simple prayer. Lord, help me. It don't have to be long. That's all you need to say. Lord, help me. I need your help. Huh? Sometimes you got to send out an SOS, Jesus, and scream it, Lord, help me. Because when you're going through those issues and tests and trials, when you're trying to change and the familiar keeps coming back, when you're trying to change and people tell you that you ain't changing and you ain't going to do it, and they do say ain't, you know, for those that, oh, that's incorrect English. They do say ain't. You ain't going to do this and you ain't going to do that and you can't accomplish this. Those are the times you need to say, Lord, help me.
And that is so true, because we have to understand that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. So there is a confidence that he has built on the inside of us that causes us to bounce back.
But it is only activated when you ask him.
And lean on him.
Come on now.
Trust in him.
Come on. Watch this. The confidence that we're talking about is not given by man.
No,
it's not given by a diploma, degree, or any such thing. This comes strictly from the throne of grace.
Come on now.
Hello, watch it. And that boosts your esteem. That lets you know, hey, wait a minute. Let me hold my head up high. Yes. I can make it.
I can do it.
I am not what they call me.
I'm not. Come on now. You said
I am not what I've been through. Come on. Come on
now. That's powerful, because we're saying when people see us, they don't know the story.
Yeah, Jesus, come on.
And so therefore, we're not what we look like. We're not what we've been through.
Hello, thank God.
Understand the same God that changes us can change anybody.
Can change
you. Probably out there.
Yeah,
and you're saying,
come on.
But can he help me? And the answer is still
yes.
He can help you to overcome. That's why we joined the kingdom, right? Because we wanted something better. We wanted someone to love us.
Come on. She winded up, y'all. She winded up.
Oh, my God. We wanted something
I done struck a nerve. I struck a nerve. She was ready to go. We're laughing, but watch this. You didn't see us when we was crying. You didn't see us when we was going through. You didn't see us when we was about to pull our hair out and having a moment because they talked about us, lied on us, mistreated us, used us. Hello. You didn't see all of that.
No.
You just see us sitting here now.
Yes.
Watch this. You really don't know my story.
Really
but you can see my glory. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
God has been good. And listen, we want to implore you. We want to say, listen.
Yes.
Call on Christ. He will change everything about you. He will make you worth it.
He will work. Why? Because he has a wonderful plan
for your life.
Come on now. Plan to mean you good and not evil.
From the beginning, he said, I knew you when you was in your mother's womb. Before you was in your mother's womb. Listen, I'm excited. We're excited. We're about to have a whole moment. Because God is good. And when you think of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for you, because my producer's telling me to wrap it up, the director's telling me to wrap it up. But God. I better, but God. Y'all, we love you and we appreciate it. We thank you for watching Kingdom Nation. And remember, you are worth it. God bless.
God bless you.